I guess I forgot to. Hey, we're getting there though. We're growing. We got a lot of stuff to do here.
Oh man.
But look, it's coming together. I get so happy every time I see that video. I'm just watching like, what does it look like? What does it look like? The view coming on.
The the end of that instrumental go hard. I was vibing over here. That breakdown was crazy.
Is the end of the instrumental?
Yeah, at the end of the intro.
Oh! That's an
That's
instrumental.
no, yeah, the little. I'm talking about the beat. Go crazy at the end of it.
Gotcha. I got you. I got you.
Yeah.
I got you. I'm trying to. Here we go. Come on now. Come
Uh
on now.
oh.
Start cooking for me. Start cooking for
Come
me.
on, cook up,
Cook up. Start cooking
cook
for me.
up. What we cooking? What's
Mm.
up, mom?
Oh, that's the wrong thing. Well, we got okay. Okay, hold on. We're giving everybody a little chance to get here, man. This is the earliest we've ever started. People are like, whoa, are they really live or did they hit
Right?
something on accident?
Yeah. we started. We trying to start it on a new foot. Look different. Oh yeah, the banner. Brother Rail over here created the banner and everything. That's what looks
Oh
different.
yeah. And this is a how can I say that? This is a prototype.
A prototype. Okay.
This is a prototype. I'm sorry, I'm trying to connect my I was when I went downstairs to give Chaz a hug, I was like, oh shoot, I didn't connect my headphones. You know they Bluetooth.
Oh yeah.
Say something for me, flight.
Yes, sir.
Nope.
Nope.
There you go. I didn't have to
There
do
you go.
anything. Here we go.
There we go.
All
We
right.
back.
3, 2,
Uh-huh.
1.
Yep.
Welcome to the Don't Cancel Me live shows everywhere, everybody. Where it is a safe space to get whatever you have to say off your chest. I am Petrie Perfect,
I'm Vino Flight.
and we would like to welcome you back for another episode 106. Episode
Mm-hmm.
106. Thank y'all for joining us today, spending your Tuesday nights with us as we have a lot of fun episodes. Y'all, let me know if these glasses are too much.
I feel like these glasses too much for sure. I look like a bug.
I look like I can't see at all. Like if I take these off, I can't see at all.
I just look like a bug. That's a lot.
With the glasses, what you think? You
Yeah,
did my glasses?
you could. You definitely look like you. That had to be part of like a Run DMC costume.
Nah, these came off of Sheen actually.
Really, I
So,
think those are the type of glasses that look good without a hat.
oh yeah,
Yeah,
my big
because
old
the frame's so thick. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, what's good, G House?
Nah, I feel like I look stupid.
Well, you gotta have it with like a fit and everything, pull the fit together.
Yeah,
Yeah.
not looking like a thug. Not looking like a thug. It's not what I want to look like.
Oh, brother. Can I just explain? Like, I'm genuinely tired, bro.
Yeah.
That fire alarm situation was ridiculous.
Well, tell the people what happened.
Like,
While we waiting on, well, before you get to that, we waiting on everybody to come in, join in, come on, join in, get in here, come be a part of the congregation as we getting ready to have. Uh, all right, see now, here we go. It's starting to get a little out of control.
boy got a head on him.
You know, post your picture so I can see, so I can get you. Can post any picture, I'm gonna get you. But no, but yeah, while everybody while we getting ready to let everybody come in, Flight said he's been tired, been having a long night. So I'll go ahead and let the people know what's been going on, Flight.
So for those that follow my wife and I on socials, especially Instagram, you'll see that it used to be like every week the fire department would be here. Well, last night the fire alarm tripped off through the entire building at 1:30, and the night before it did it at 2:30, and it both lasted at least an hour and a half. And it was the worst experience ever. Come to find out that the reason why it went off is because people were tampering with the smoke detectors in their apartment, and I guess it sends a trigger, and so that's what happened. They found like 4 different tenants had that situation. So a lot of people about to be out of home or fined.
So is your apartment, you know, similar to I'm talking layout here, not your particular apartment, the complexes. I remember we went, there were several buildings. So was it?
Mhm.
Are you still in a style like that?
Yeah,
Okay, was it your particular building or was it the entire complex?
it was our building.
Okay,
But you see, so you remember how it sat? It was like in a U shape. So like we
right.
had stayed in the middle, but the one where the store was that was built,
Okay,
that's the building we stay in.
okay.
And that entire building, the alarm was going off through the halls and in the apartments.
Yeah, that's a good reason to be up. So
No.
what do you do? Like you just sit, you just land in bed, like
Well, the first night we thought there was an actual fire because Kate said that she smelled like something burning. So we was outside trying to figure it out, trying to make sure because once again, her and then one of our friends that live in the building said they smell something burning up. Just come to find out that somebody had tampered with it, and then the following night it just triggered again.
is Kate in the chat?
I don't know. She might be.
Well,
She might
now
be.
that you know it's not a fire, what did you smell?
She said she smelled something.
I know,
Burning.
but now that we know that it wasn't a fire, what did she smell?
Yeah, because I didn't smell anything, me personally, but also she got a very, very sensitive, like sensitive sense of smell. Like it could be the faintest of things she'll pick up on. So, I mean, to her, she smelled smoke.
So the second night, I just stayed up in the bed.
No, we was outside. We had to go outside every time.
Oh, you have to stay. Oh, okay.
Yeah, you gotta like step outside, and it's like 20
Oh,
degrees.
it's like school.
Like school. Yeah, you gotta evacuate.
Well, you remember that when you had to like you had to stand in line.
Man,
You had to stay with your class.
yeah.
I remember we used to
Getting
have
out of
bomb
line, you be in
threats.
trouble. Yeah, I remember all of that.
I for sure smell smoke, and our friend smelled smoke in the stairwell when she was walking down. Okay, hey, I'm just asking. There wasn't any smoke, so I'm just
Hey,
confused
I'm
on
just
what you.
asking. He said, "Hey,
Don't
I'm
take it
just
out on
saying."
me, buddy.
You stupid.
I'm just asking. It's way too loud to stay inside. But oh yeah, I would imagine.
That shit was loud, bro. I mean, it was bad in the apartment, but in the hallways, it was worse. It almost made staying in the apartment better.
And I bet people out there barely got their clothes on. It's cold.
Man, I'm telling you, we scrambled for every piece of article of clothing, coats, sweats, scarves. It was 20 degrees, bro.
And y'all out
20
there.
degrees.
You ain't gonna sit in the car. You can't sit in the car because it's in the.
Yeah. No, we did.
Oh, okay.
Because we didn't know if it was going to be something that was quick or not. But once we realized that there was probably no going in, I went and grabbed the car. We sat in there.
Oh, okay.
You started to see like a bunch of people do it, but it was after like 45 minutes of the alarm going off.
Of just sitting in just brutal cold.
Just brutal cold, or just sitting in their apartment, which is crazy to me. But hey, teach his own. But yeah, it's been a struggle.
Listen, I understand, man. I'm not gonna say I ain't had no rest, but I was tired. I exerted a lot of energy. For those who don't know, yesterday we celebrated. I celebrated 34 years of life, and we had a good time, man. A good day of being showered with love. So I appreciate everybody that reached out, that said happy birthday, that sent the text or whatever, or sent the text, a phone call, a voicemail, a DM, whatever it could be. I appreciate a comment. So I appreciate all the birthday love that I got yesterday. But yeah, I mean, it was lit. You know, I ain't do too much this year. I kept it easy. Kept it
Did
easy.
you?
Yeah, I kept it easy. Kept it easy. No extreme PPWs. Getting ready to get married. Somebody at work was like, "Yeah, you can't be partying like that." Well, it's a lady that known me for years, and she was like, "You can't be partying like that. You might get married." I said, "Well, why not?" She said, "Cause you about to be married." I said, "Well, why she can't just come with me?" He was like, and she said, "Oh, yeah, I guess you're right." I was like, was it that hard to figure out?
Oh, why you can't just come with me?
They like I just be partying by myself.
Oh man. They just know that you
I'll be
be
back next year for 3-5. I'll be back.
oh yeah, because the wedding already done and everything. Yeah, you gonna be
Yeah,
back.
everything be done. I'm gonna bounce back for 3-5. Appreciate it, Steph. Appreciate you, man. Shout out to Jay Horn talking about they started early today.
Look at that. We appreciate you noticing, brother.
Yeah, we appreciate you looking at our hard work.
Yeah, man. We trying to do better.
We are. We said
Yeah.
this year we're trying to do a lot. This season we're trying to do a lot better. We crossed over 1,000. So I'm working on stuff, y'all, because I'm trying to make it to like a production. So
yeah,
a
because
little bit at a
definitely
time.
got into this graphic design.
I discovered Canva. That's what it is. I've always used Canva because that's how I've made all the thumbnails and stuff.
Right.
But now I'm starting to really be like,
yeah, I can tell.
It just dawned on me like, oh, I can use it for this. I can use it for this. Doing different things, templates, CapCut, Canva, CapCut is my two little best friends right now. So I think I'm pro in both of them.
Yeah, you definitely pro.
Yeah.
First team.
Well, I don't know about first team.
You first team.
But one thing I learned is like some of the guys that I paid to have stuff done, I was like, that's what they've been doing. They just go to Canva.
Mm-hmm.
I see it now. I see it. So y'all about to be able to find me on Fiverr.
Straight up or Upwork. One of them. Same thing as Fiverr.
Interesting. Mm-hmm. Is that an app?
Yeah, I think they got an app.
Oh, I forgot my Funko Pop.
Oh man.
I was gonna have it sitting up here. But I'll take my little Spider-Man, little.
That Funko Pop is fire. I thought about getting one too.
Yeah, that was a cool gift I had got.
Would it be weird if I bought myself one?
No, because I feel like had I not got one for a gift, I was going to eventually do it.
Yeah.
So no.
I feel like it's just like a gift you give, but I kind of think it would be dope to have a little like miniature me.
Yeah, that thing live.
I think I'm gonna do it.
I think I'm gonna get my whole family. That way I can have family.
That's lit.
That's what I'm working on. I don't know how much they cost, so let me look at that first before I just start claiming stuff. We got what we have. We roll in the chat. We got people coming in. It's been a semi-slow week, but first, what's up, Raven? First off, we want to take a moment. We want to take a moment to talk about and to send our prayers and condolences for those who lost people in Los Angeles to the LA fires. Of course, there was a fire. The fire's been going off, and I like last week when we were on, I had no idea this fire was happening until I went to work, and they were like, "Oh, did you hear about the fire?" I'm like, what fire? And I'm like, okay, well, LA have fires all the time. Normally, not in January, but I'm like, oh, LA have fires all the time. But I didn't know it was to the extent that it was. Of course, a lot of celebrity people lost, not a lot, but there's some, I don't know if it was a lot, but some celebrity people have lost their homes. The fire, I believe, is still kind of pushing through. I haven't had an update on it in quite a minute. Fly, if you can try to find an update on to see where we at with the fire. Just interrupt me when you find out. But yeah, the fire is tearing through LA. Of course, the LA Rams and the Minnesota Vikings played last night, but the game was not in LA like it should have been. They had to switch the game to Arizona. So shout out to the Cardinals for I saw something on the game last night that they sent a bunch of planes, bought a bunch of cassettes. They had to do all this stuff in 5 days to get ready for the game, which looked like turned out to be pretty successful. So shout out to Arizona and shout out to Arizona Cardinals for looking out for the Los Angeles Rams. I wish they would looked out for the Chargers, but that's a whole nother story. But I just had to throw that little slide in there. Whereas, what I can't hear you. Wait, is it me? Hold on.
Can you hear me?
Now I can hear you.
Okay. I don't know what happened. But apparently extremely critical fire weather is supposed to come again. Fires across the LA area have killed at least 25 people, destroyed more than 12,000 structures, and scorched more than 60 square miles. The largest by far, the Palisades and Eden wildfires continue to burn in Southern California. That's crazy.
So
60 square miles.
you said so. They have a? Do they have a percentage on how much of the fires contain?
17.
So it was 6% the other day. So, yeah, like I told Chad, that's gonna be burning for a couple of weeks. But
Crazy.
wildfires in January I mean, they don't really happen. Wildfires normally in the summer when it's hot. Excuse me. When it's hot, it's dry. So to have this going, like I said, a lot of celebrities lost their homes, and you got some people like, oh, well, they gonna get new homes, but nobody wants to lose their home.
Yeah, I
Like
mean,
what I'm saying, like I don't care if it was a $50 million house or a $5 house. Nobody wants to lose
nobody
their
lose.
home.
Yeah, exactly. Man.
Um,
It's gonna be
and
easier for them to bounce back. Yeah, but
yes,
they still didn't want to lose it. Like some of these people like just had their house built like a month before and lost it all. Like they rich, yeah, but they just had what they dream house built, and that shit's gone. Like,
yeah. Yeah, and it sucks. They have stuff inside the homes. People raising families and stuff. They got kids go to school. I think I saw, was it Bow Wow's daughter? I think Bow Wow's daughter's school, I think, burned to the ground.
goodness,
So I mean, nobody wants to lose. I seen Janae Aiko, or however you say her name, Janae, her house burnt up.
Kim Kardashian's burnt up.
Oh, I didn't know Kim K's did.
JJ Reddick, his house burnt up.
His house burned?
His house was in the Palisades.
Oh, how far is that from LA?
Kate.
I'm about to say, can't Kate LA? She's an LA girl, right?
Yeah, like her family they evacuated. It wasn't mandatory though, so I think they're still at home. Like everything good where they are at.
Okay, if you can tell us where your family located and what sound like what flights are they okay, but man,
it's insane.
I mean,
people I had to check on out there, man.
Like that. Oh yeah, because isn't Demo out there?
Yeah, Demo out there, but he's far enough away from everything. He's like outskirts.
They haven't had rain in 8+ months.
Yeah, it's been a while. They've been in a little drought. No
rain in 8 months.
It's been a drought.
Can we check the validity on that? No rain in 8 months is kind of insane. So is the rain does it just skip over?
It just ain't been raining, I guess.
Oh, Raven said Tina no, because the rain normally comes in off the Pacific coast. So normally fronts come off the Pacific and go through the country. So it must just skipping over LA every time. Paris Hilton house burned down too.
Yeah. LA went an entire summer without rain. Not even a drop. It's not showing like the months though.
Well, I know
they said the last
rainfall
was February. What the fuck? That's not true.
That can't, bro. You cannot tell me it has not rained in a year. My family was close to the Eden fire. I know a lot of people affected by that fire because we grew up near Altadena.
That's kind of like by Pasadena, if I'm not mistaken.
Okay, Altadena.
I could be wrong. Once again, she in here.
You talking? You must have
with negligible rain in 8 months. Toward drought.
You said it again.
The last time Los Angeles recorded rainfall over 1/10 of an inch, the threshold that officials typically consider helpful for thirsty plants and the reduction of wildfire risk, was May 5th, when downtown received just 0.13 inches of rain.
So it's rained. It just hasn't. It hasn't rained.
I mean,
enough to count it. Enough for it to matter, I guess.
Yeah. So essentially, it's just mist. It's like water sprinklers getting blown in the wind across LA. I was right. Yes.
Altitude and Pasadena bordering cities. I think, when I'm watching this stuff, of course, the fires coming through and people. We gotta. Well, this is my thing. It's gonna be funny because I'm gonna say something about conspiracy now, but then I'm gonna say. You'll see. But For me, we gotta stop believing everything. Like, come on, y'all. Like, this stuff happens. This stuff happens. Like, everything doesn't have to be a conspiracy. And you know what I'm seeing. Oh, they burning down the people house that was in the pedophile ring. Oh, people that got the evidence covered up. Oh, they just burnt all. Y'all find it weird how LA's houses are just burning. Oh, look at all these celebrity homes. They probably was all in the pedophile ring and blah blah blah. Come on, man, y'all. Like, these things just happen. You know what I mean? And I'm not saying it to downplay it as far as from I'm downplaying it from the conspiracy theory perspective.
Right.
There's a lot of people. I'm sure if they just wanted to burn certain people's house, they would have just gotten them. Yes, I get it. And from a movie standpoint, it looks better if you just burn everything and everything it goes down. It's collateral damage. Blah 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 blah. But come on now, like
I did see some. I saw one of those today.
I'm sure Janae Aiko was not in the pedophile ring.
I saw something where some girl said something about don't be surprised if y'all see fires happen in 2025 and all of this was happening. They said it was all because Diddy was the ringleader or some shit. Like, yeah, Steph said it was the diddler.
It was the diddler.
It was good, Mo.
I said, I'm like, okay. Then I see something else that say, like, it's a famous video going around of the Hollywood sign on fire.
Yeah.
Which the Hollywood sign is not on fire.
It was a threat to be on fire. The fires were close to the sign.
Yeah, but I think they said it had to cross over the highway first.
I think
I read it. They had to, but they really, I mean, they probably was in the area, but it wasn't like. But anyway, the Hollywood sign was not on fire. And here I go. I see people posted this AI picture of the Hollywood sign on fire, talking about the end is near. God is coming. Well, is God only coming for LA? Because it was just 32 degrees here in Houston with a chance of snow. And I'm not trying to make light of it, but like, people, we gotta stop doing this. Like, every bad thing. Why is it when a fire, but when it's a hurricane, why that ain't God coming back?
Yeah, well, it's a natural. Oh man, I see what you saying, bro.
Yeah, like, it's like, but I get it though too, because but God took the world. God took the world by water the first time, so they say He's gonna take it by fire the next time. The Average Mo Show, Maurice, shut up, talk to Reese. I just had a conspiracy theorist say it was the government. He said they did the same thing in Hawaii because they wanted the land or something like that. I don't know. They don't. I'm sorry, that doesn't make sense to me. It's like, what you mean they wanted the land? Because that don't make sense to me.
I mean, if they wanted land, why would they go after the rich people?
Right. Why didn't they burn up like they would set a fire?
If the government did it, why did they do it in the rich area?
When that's the money they're gonna have to pay out.
Right. That's more money that they gotta spend and shit.
I saw this is gonna be the most expensive wildfire.
You seen Biden gave 700 to each resident?
I saw that, and I also saw that he was pushing for more. I just wish that you didn't. I mean, I get it. Get something. Get money in people's pockets right away, but the optics, you gotta look at that kind of stuff when you're in politics. The optics, it's all about optics. You know what I mean? Like, you just 700 for what? But I'm not gonna, know me.
I mean, it's something.
Take my shots, but I'm not gonna take my shots today because I know how government works, and it's not like President Biden was like, all right, here we go. We're just gonna give them 700. No, that number came together from the Congress.
Yeah.
And then now they're trying to push to get more. Congress they're the real thug. Speaking of Congress, I just saw something right before we went live. And I don't know if anybody else saw it. I think it just happened. But my girl in Congress.
I just saw it too.
Okay, yeah, my girl in Congress. What is it? Jasmine? Is it Crockett?
Jasmine Crockett.
Congresswoman Crockett. She got into somebody on the congressional floor, And she was talking, and all she said was "child," and that lady went off.
She went.
And that
was
lady
like, I'm
told
not no
her,
child. I am not a child.
"I
You
am
go
not a child, and
outside.
you can catch me outside." I was like, "What in the ghetto is happening?" Congresswoman Crockett got to stop this. She got to stop this. She know at this point, I don't care what nobody say. At this point, she knows she going viral.
Yeah.
Like she know what she's doing. Like I give her the first one, the big boom back, whatever she call that woman. I give her that one, maybe because it's probably her personality. But now she knows. It's kind of like when you give somebody a little attention. Now they'll do almost anything
to keep
go
that
viral.
attention on.
To be viral. And I'm not saying maybe that's her personality because there are people that's crazy. I think it's dope that whether you agree with her policies or not, I think it's dope that she's herself.
Right.
And still can hold such a powerful seat.
Right.
So if this is her, then that's her. But yeah, come on now, Jasmine. You know you can't be talking about child please on the congressional floor.
That was crazy. Child.
And that lady just went off. I am not no child. The speaker was like, order. Oh, he couldn't get it under control. Bad built bleach bomb. Thank you. I knew it. Yeah, I knew that's one of the most classic roasts of all time.
Yeah, say that 5 times fast.
Yeah, I know.
How she
Jasmine Crockett, you can't be doing this on the congressional floor. You can't be doing this. I understand. But one of my favorite quotes, Jasmine, is that, Congresswoman Crockett, is that you don't need to say everything that's on your mind. Sometimes just let it go. That lady was ready to fight you. She was literally ready to fight you. Like if you would have got up, she would have got up and followed you outside. And shout out to her for not backing down too. I want to make sure. Shout out to that lady. I think her name is Nancy something. Congresswoman Nancy something. Congresswoman Nancy something was ready to fight you. And I ain't gonna lie, when she was speaking that stuff, you kind of backed down a little bit, Congresswoman Crockett. So I don't know if you really about that life or not, but you can't just say everything. You can't be on the we gotta have a little professionalism on the congressional floor.
That's funny, dog.
Shout out to you, Jasmine Crockett. Just keep going viral.
I'm trying to figure Nancy Mace.
Mace, I knew. Okay, that's Congresswoman Mace. I'm sorry for saying Nancy something.
Yeah.
So Congresswoman Mace. Yeah. So that was some stuff though. So, but like I said, Jasmine, that's you. I'm all for it. Go do your thing. You know what I'm saying? Like, be yourself. That's just kind of like people like Cardi. I'm not comparing Jasmine to Cardi, but I'm just saying there's people like Cardi, Sexy Red, DC Young Fly. I'm trying to get some guys in there too. But I respect these people because no matter where they are,
I don't know what happened, y'all. I'm just as lost as y'all. I see him back here.
I don't know what happened. Can y'all hear me?
Yeah.
Okay. I don't know. It just said oops, reconnecting.
Oops.
Yeah, and I'm hardwired. So I don't know. I'm sorry. Hey, I apologize, y'all, for that. I don't know the last thing I heard me say, but I was just saying people like DC Fly, all these people, they always remain themselves no matter what. And I can respect that. No matter what you think about Sexy, no matter what you think about Glow, no matter what you think about DC, Carlos, and any of these other people, they always gonna be themselves, no matter if they at the White House or some of these athletes. My man Keon Coleman from the Bills.
Yeah.
Somebody else. I had somebody in my mind, another athlete they just don't care where they are. They're just gonna be who they are. But you get my point. Just different people that's just who they are. Because some people have to politics. And some people have to be two different. Now I wouldn't say two different people, but I don't want to say watered down either, but there are just some people who can adapt better in different situations than other people.
Yes.
That don't mean they're better than anybody. They just know how to adapt.
Mm-hmm. For sure. But yeah, I agree. Unapologetically them. I got nothing but respect for that, for sure.
Yeah, facts.
Especially
So
at that level.
right. So I know we kind of switched a little bit, but just one more time, just our prayers go out to the people that's affected, to for those who have family in Los Angeles or have friends. I'm sorry, excuse me, have friends in Los Angeles. Just continue to check on them, making sure that they're all right. Let us know. I wish we had something that we could um um like a link or something. I'm sorry, not thinking about that. A link that we can say if you need to donate. I'm sure the Red Cross or something like that. If you want to,
Yeah, for
if you
sure.
feel in your heart to donate, go and find. Just Google LA Fire donation. Okay,
Mm-hmm.
just because we didn't put it on here, don't mean you can't go do it. Don't be like, well, I ain't gonna donate because don't cancel me. Didn't have the link in they on their video. So just go and find it yourself and go donate if you find that in your heart for those people out there in Los Angeles. But yeah, speaking of Los Angeles, um uh Los Angeles has a
Wow.
that was a pretty good transition.
That was.
Speaking of Los Angeles, the LeBron James has been in the news lately. But before we get to LeBron James, let's just
What a transition.
make sure everybody like and subscribe to the page. Thank y'all for tuning in with us this Tuesday evening. Make sure y'all get active in the comments as we about to dive into our topics of today. LeBron James, the Los Angeles Lakers forward, has been in the news lately, and it's not for good things. According to DJ Academics, LeBron and Drake used to run two mans. So for those who don't know what a two man is, a two man, I really don't know what a two man is because I've never done them. But I guess a two man doesn't mean you had to like go and take it all the way. It's just okay. I'm speaking flight in our single days. Me and you, we wanted to go run a two man. Then I'll be like, all right, we got two girls over there. It's two of us. It's two of them. Let's go get them. That's a two man, right?
I assume so. I guess.
I'm guessing.
Yeah, I always assumed the two man was like, the homie saw a girl he thought he wanted to go and spit at, but she was with a friend, and somebody got to go and run interference.
That was me.
That was me too.
Yeah.
So that's what I thought two man was. But what I'm seeing and what I'm looking at what academics believe, that's not it at all.
Well, it probably started that way.
No.
Okay, well then
I mean,
get us caught up then.
Well, I mean, if it could have started that way, but they said basically it was the two man engagements involved just them two with the same shorty at the same time.
Oh,
yeah. So what I believed it was called back in my day, I heard people call it that, like a train. It said two or more people.
Oh.
So I guess like the vocabulary has changed.
Oh.
So I don't know. But I hope that's not true. That's weird.
That's definitely weird.
This wait, can I read?
You do your thing. I'm gonna get my headset. Go ahead. Do your thing.
This is a quote from academics, apparently. This is wild. Yo, LeBron, I talked to enough whores in Canada. I've talked to enough people. Maybe Drake will keep teasing it. Let me just tell you what I've heard. Yo, LeBron, you and Drake used to go on two mans, okay? You've been cheating on your goddamn wife. Drake used to facilitate the hoes, and basically, essentially, you can't dance to a song about him being a pedophile. He used to supply you with the bitches. I'm sorry, my nigga. That's apparently what academics said.
All right, so let's break this down from a few different angles. All right,
I talked to enough whores. That shit got me laughing though.
Let's break this down. We're gonna let me break down the breakdown, and then we're gonna break it down. Okay. So we're gonna talk about LeBron James and cheating on Savannah.
Okay.
We need to talk about who told academics that this was going on.
Mm-hmm.
We need to talk about Drake's involvement in all of this.
Mm-hmm.
And we need to talk about Kendrick Lamar and the aftermath
Okay.
of his hit song, Not Like Us.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Which angle do you want to start with first?
So many. I mean, I guess let's just get the
Because they really don't.
Drake and Savannah thing.
Okay, I said because you said Braun and
All right,
Savannah.
Drake, not Drake, Braun and Savannah.
Okay, because they really you can talk about them all separately. They don't like it. Ain't like one leads into the other. You know, we can break it up. So Braun and Savannah. So of course, if this is wrong, I mean, if this is right, excuse me, then that is wrong of Braun to be out there
running two mans.
That just don't. It's kind of like Skip Bayless, though. I'm like, it don't seem.
It don't. But I just. It's one of those things where if it happens, I would be hurt, but I wouldn't be surprised just because like it's just been so many weird things coming out from people of high levels that when you have a certain amount of money, then you shouldn't be surprised. Like it would hurt if that was like a thing, but I wouldn't be surprised just because it's just so much. You don't know what people of that like that rich do. Like they do some weird shit. Like Diddy, Epstein, the parent alleged, well, not allegedly, he in jail. R. Kelly,
Michael
Jackson, Bill Cosby. Like they, when you have a certain amount of money, like they just in the weird shit. I guess I don't know.
Well, when you got a certain amount of money, you feel like no one can touch you.
That too, which causes the weird shit.
Right. You feel like it didn't like people like Diddy, and they've been getting away with it for so many years. You know what I'm saying? They get away with it for so many years that when it finally catches up to them, you know what I mean? Like it's just all about money and power. I when I got money, I feel like I can do what I want to do, and you can't do anything about it.
Right.
But this isn't the first time LeBron James has been caught. Well, not caught, excuse me. This is not the first time that LeBron James have been rumored to have cheated on Savannah. Of course, when we see LeBron James, we see the perfect family. We see the high school sweetheart. We see the high school sweetheart where then they've built a family of three awesome kids, Bryce, Bronny, and Zuri. And she is just so cute. She always she's just always in a good mood, it seems like.
Right.
But it's one of them things where they're like the American family. Like you could put them up there next to the Obamas. Especially in black households.
Yeah.
There's not many full black families like that. Can we name, and I know I'm about to probably call, but can we name 5 prominent black families? You got Obamas, the James family.
You talk about like now or just
right now.
Oh, yeah.
Obama, the James family. Just take a second here. Think about this. Help me out, chat. I'm probably just drawing a blank too. Help me out. Magic. No, because no, because even Magic, no, Magic.
Magic definitely not.
I would say
the Carters.
Magic, I say Carters either. If Jay-Z is, like, can I even say like prominent black families like right, like I guess scandalous family, because LeBron James
scandalous. I got you. Not scandalous, but scandalous.
Yes, yes. Thank you for clearing that up. Because LeBron James, even though right now he's rumored to have done this ain't major news. You have to dig to find this.
Yeah.
So this ain't like taking over the blog.
It's also from who it's coming from as well.
Right.
It's not coming from it's not coming
TMZ.
From yeah, it's like he lower than that because TMZ got a rep too of like, oh, y'all bullshitting. But Ack is lower than that. Like he's known for like stirring up some shit. So
which I think is what Raven said. But prominent he's even Jay-Z and his whole issue with the Carters and stuff, which was major news. And so, but you know what, Raven? I'll add Jay-Z in there because that just came about. So 4 weeks ago, he would have been on that list. So the Carters would have been on there. So yes, I will add the Carters. What's another one? Mo said Mike Tomlinson. I don't know Mike's family like this. So I'm sure he's great, but I don't know. They're not a prominent family. Anybody else?
Mike Tomlinson?
Is he talking about the Steelers coach?
I thought that was Mike Tomlin. First off. Second of all, the head coach.
I didn't even think about that.
The head coach, if that's what you're talking about.
Yeah, I think so. I give you Sierra Russell's a good one, Raven. Thank you. Sierra and Russell, and they're what, four kids, I think.
Mm-hmm.
Sierra and Russell. One more. Do we have one more people?
I feel like I had to reach for Sierra and Russell. I forgot about them.
Their wives are not as popular, but
he did the whole Solange thing and Rihanna too.
Yes. You think Rihanna ASAP?
Maybe.
I'm thinking.
I don't know,
the wife
man.
is not as.
Like,
the wife is,
but you got to think about like Gabby Dwayne is.
Okay, I want you. If you say it, because I'm gonna say it. So you gonna say it?
Yeah, you got it. That's not. I was gonna say like we talk about like Obama's and James family, and then you could throw the Carters up there because Beyonce and Jay-Z. But then after that, there's like
of black. I think like Gabby
black
and Dwayne,
family, like
they're not royalty. I guess that's the word I should have used earlier.
Yeah,
black royalty.
Royalty.
And I apologize. It took me a little bit, but Gabby and Dwayne is just because didn't he have a baby on the side?
Who?
Didn't Dwayne did they have a break baby?
A break baby? No. What you mean?
Didn't D-Wade have a baby on Gabby when they was on break?
Oh yeah, it was something between them. Like he did something. He cheated.
Yeah,
something.
I'm sorry if I'm wrong on the break, but yes, but
yeah,
I can't say the Smiths. Denzel. So, Mama, that's where I was gonna go. People, but see, what's that? Oh my God, Denzel's wife. What is her name? Is it Priscilla? I can't think of his wife's name, but Denzel and his wife was going. People like Ice Cube and his wife.
Yeah.
But they're not as they're as a family. Oprah and girl, I almost went downstairs and threw something at you. This girl said Oprah and Stedman. See, break baby, yes. So I don't want to go Jada and Will before the slap the chat going crazy. I'm not saying Jada and Will before the snap because you had the August Alsina.
Yeah, she the red table conversation. Ever since she got that, she went far. And she was jumping all up and down Tupac.
Right. God dang it, Flight. That's a really good one. Yeah, we're gonna take Jada and Will off of this. But think about all these black power couples, man. Everybody has some issues. Golly. This is not the point of me bringing that up was not to talk about the negativity behind the black. God dang, a break baby for Dwayne Wade is crazy.
Oh man,
a break baby is wild.
It's even wilder because I think I could be wrong, but I think it happened before they actually had the youngest, and Gabrielle Union couldn't have the kid. They had to she couldn't have the kid, but they did
surrogate.
Thank you. A surrogacy.
I got one more.
So to have a baby with somebody before the surrogacy whole thing is
facts.
Diabolical.
Facts. And he painted his fingernails. Hey, listen. So my question is, oh my God, what's the couple I was about to say? It was a couple I was going to say. And I wanted to know if you thought that they belong in this conversation. Give me a second. I just lost my train of thought. My ADD kicked in. Hold on. What was the couple I was about to say? And I wanted to know if y'all thought of them as black royalty. Oh, Steve Harvey and Marjorie Harvey.
No, I just Yeah, you can't. The three families,
Steve
you can't
Harvey and
compare.
Marjorie Harvey.
They not royalty. Like, compared to, like, you got to realize royalty is going up there with the Obamas, the James, and the Carters. They're not up there with them.
Hey, it might be though, because hey, it might be some stirring up in the Obama household. Oh, Michelle didn't go to Jimmy Carter's funeral, and then she came out today and said she ain't going to the Trump's inauguration. So what's she doing?
She don't have to do it.
I know, but
It's
normally your wife is supposed to be there.
Yeah.
So
she said she's different.
Let me see. Okay, people said heck no.
Tiger Woods,
no, they are acceptable. Not the way she
Tiger
got
Woods.
them,
Tiger Woods. What do you be? Come on, Steph. Tiger Woods had multiple situations. Bro was in a wreck and in the hospital because he was leaving some shit.
And for this particular
and
for this particular situation of what we're talking about black on black right now.
Yeah.
So because when Tiger Woods' wife, when
she wasn't black.
Okay. So just for this particular situation, for what the conversation that we're having right now, we're talking about that black on black right now. I love her too, but she's for sure a gold digger. Who are they talking about? Oh, they're talking about Marjorie. Yes,
yeah, I think so.
For this conversation, yes, Reese, because we know that there are a lot of successful black relationships. We're just talking about like the ones that people look up to, the ones that people look at on TV and on red carpets and on TV show. Like, that's what we're talking about right now. So yes, right now, I wouldn't even say financial, but just their status in general.
Their status is far different than everybody else we named.
Marjorie was the side chick before they got married. Yeah. So okay. So I guess we're taking Steve out. Sorry. So no Steve Harvey. Okay. So anyways, I like to say that for LeBron James, all these people that we named have had huge scandals where they've had to address certain situations. Like because there are certain situations and certain rumors where, like, right now, you can just be quiet. LeBron can just go play basketball, answer questions about how many points he scored and why they didn't win, but till he has to actually address it, because I know some people like, yo, just be quiet right now, it's going to die down or whatever the case could be. But if you actually have to address something, that means it has gotten to a certain extent to where you just can't ignore it anymore. And I don't really see this situation with Drake and the two mans running the getting to that point.
I mean, and also you can't even take it with. You can't even take that article with much validity because it's coming from DJ Academics. It ain't coming from like a super reliable source,
But I will give
it's
DJ
just somebody
credit though.
Somebody with a follower for pretty much.
Right. You're absolutely right, because he's not a journalist. But if someone is telling him this stuff, that's a trusted source. So let's transition that into the next part. Was who told him this?
Yeah, that's what I want to know, because
he did not make this up.
He always having some like crazy take that he got from somebody. So who is giving him this information? Like, what is this connection? How does he have all of these connects?
He is not making this stuff up. So that's why I'm not really coming at him, because he's only you
gotta be a creative person to make some stuff up like
correct,
this.
Correct. So my thing is, because it's the way he said it is like, keep dancing to these songs and we're gonna out you. So do you think this is Drake?
I think he also known as like being like a huge fan of Drake, for sure.
Well, we learned that during
the little saga.
Correct. Do you think Drake is feeding him this information? Drake been a little suspect lately, man. I can't lie. So I can't. I'm not gonna just be like. And so this is when I was like, I'm not. We're gonna go away from conspiracies earlier, and now I want to address conspiracies. Okay. Now, I'm not a big conspiracy person. That's another thing that we're gonna talk about when we get to our next thing. But yes, do you think Drake is feeding academics this information?
It's possible. I mean, I feel like he do be doing a lot of lying and stuff, but I also think that he called some of the stuff that he called correctly and said he heard it from a source. It was generally about Drake, like Drake dropping and this, that, and the third. But I don't think he would have a connect to be able to do that. You know what I'm saying? Like it's a different type of connect when you be like, hey, we let you know first Drake dropping a freestyle so you can tell people to look out. Compared to like Drake got some super, super valuable information that he really wants you to get out. You know what I'm saying? Like there's levels to it. I don't think DJ Academics is of that level to get that type of time from Drake.
But one thing about Drake too, though, is Drake is known for connecting with lower class or lower status people.
Well, that's everybody.
Well, Drake, because Drake could jump on a song with a lot of people that's, you know what I'm saying? Like some people be like, nah, I'm cool on that. But Drake could jump on your song.
Everybody though. Like Drake is at such a high level, like it's everybody. So it's not really saying
no. Well, if you speak on it, technically you're right. I guess I'm not talking from like that technical standpoint.
You talking about he's bringing like the lesser streamed artists, lesser known.
Correct. Gotcha. So that's what he does with his music. So I can see him doing that same thing when it comes to content. See, Drake type nigga that reach out to us so we can break some news for us.
Yeah. Well, in that sense, you kind of right because like you look at him with the top with like Aiden Ross and Kai Cenat, like reaching out to them. So I guess now when you say it that way, then yeah, that makes sense. If we're going on conspiracies, that is a lot of stuff that are tracking.
Allegedly,
of course, allegedly.
So that's so. I mean, and that's why I think that he probably had something to do. And I heard something that was a freestyle or something that he went at LeBron. I'm sorry, and I meant to listen to it. I didn't get a chance to listen to it.
Something about they exchange rollies or something.
Are you able to pull it up?
The lyric, I think they should have lyrics.
Are you able to pull up the track?
Oh yeah.
If it's 2-3 minutes, we can listen to a little bit of it.
Let's see.
But while you're doing that, I'll finish my point on this.
It's 2 minutes and 55 seconds.
You can find us a minute that we can play of it.
Oh yeah.
All right, bet. But while you're doing that, I'll finish my quick thought. But yeah, so with academics, I think that Drake has been doing some real suspect stuff lately. And Drake and LeBron is a beef because LeBron been dancing to the song and stuff. And I saw something early on TikTok when I was researching this. I mean, not TikTok. I'm sorry, Twitter. That the thing that Kendrick Lamar did, and I never thought about it from this perspective, is that Kendrick Lamar made the industry choose a side.
Yeah.
And that happened. I think he froze Flight. Or is it me? My stuff was tripping earlier. Chad, is it me or Chad or is it Flight?
It could be mine.
Okay. Okay, while you doing that, okay, no, you back. Bad. So yeah, so I just think that Drake I can see him doing something like this, with Academics. And Academics ain't super small either. Academics has some kind of credibility in the industry, some credibility in the industry, and that's why a lot of the stuff when they were dropping these tracks, he was getting them first. Yeah. People was listening on his streams first. You had to been getting them some way. He was listening to one of them songs hours before it actually went live on YouTube.
Oh yeah.
I can't remember which one it was, but so come on now, Flight. Like there's some kind of connection.
Yeah, let's see. I got something pulled up so we can check this out real quick.
So everybody, we're about to check out Drake's freestyle where he's. We don't know if we're gonna actually hear this part or not, but we're just gonna hear a little bit of the Drake freestyle that kind of hinted at possibly some of all this kind of craziness happening.
Yeah, the summer is over, I missed it. Barrett was smoking, I kissed it. Fair showed us the renters for Texas, it's unrealistic. Cut him the check, cause I hate reviewing the budgets and limits. Just pay the man. The world fell in love with the gimmicks. Even my brothers got tickets.
This
Seemed
the
like they
part.
loved every minute. Just know the shit is personal to us, and it wasn't just business. Analyzing behavioral patterns is somewhat suspicious. Niggas was never happy for me when I run up the digits, or when I'm breaking world records still as I guzzle a Guinness, or when I get my fifth made back cause the color is different. Remember we traded watches, I gave you the Arabic dial, you gave me a numbered edition. You would even check up on my son like a pediatrician. Sure convinced the gang that shit was rooted in love when it isn't. Showed me how different we are, there's blessings in juxtaposition. I guess now you boys gotta abandon your summer tradition.
But that was the part where you talk about the rollies, and even my brothers got tickets, and that was the part where it was apparently diss to LeBron. So apparently they traded watches, and they gave each other gifts, and LeBron checked on his son when he was sick, and yeah.
Now, I guess that brings me to the next part of all this, because Drake's starting to make me mad now. Because what are you doing? Like, what is this? Like, what? Like, you gonna go after LeBron James now? Which, and let me tell you something. This is real cowardly. If you really did tell academic, this will really. I know people will be like, well, so it wasn't the pedophile that did it. No, this is the part that would make me really turn in my fan card on Drake.
That's crazy.
And this is not me taking anything away from if this is true that LeBron has to face his wife and he needs to make amends with that, or and face the consequences that comes with what he did when it come to his marriage.
This also ain't the first time LeBron has been accused of cheating.
Right. So it's always been small stories.
Yeah. So,
but if Drake really outed him, that is really cowardly.
Yeah.
It's like this is giving, I'm gonna take my ball and go home.
Yeah. Yeah.
Because you lost, I'm gonna take everybody down with me. But anyways, I said to say, that I these 2-man stories are wild. We'll see how this gains traction. Of course, we'll be following it here on the Don't Cancel Me channel. So y'all make sure y'all just tune in every Tuesday night to see if we have any updates with this, because I don't think this is over just yet. Huh?
That's crazy.
Man. Speaking of crazy, TikTok, man. TikTok is crazy. TikTok's about to be out.
This boy has been on a roll with these transitions.
TikTok is on the way out, man. Sunday.
Sunday's the last day. I can't wait to see the videos and everything.
For those who don't know, TikTok is facing a ban. Congress the Supreme Court has decided to ban TikTok in the United States unless the Chinese ran company would sell to an American buyer. I don't know if there's haven't been buyers. I think there's a mixture of there really have been buyers, and also TikTok doesn't want to sell. Why would they want to sell? Me and Chaz were talking about it, and of course she was asking me why, and I was like, well, it to me, I want to make sure I make this very, very clear. I'm going to preface all this by saying I really haven't done a super, super, super deep dive into it, but I've done a good little dive. I dove into 6 feet, not 12. I think the thing about it is that they looking at it as a national security. And you're probably thinking like, wow, but why would you think it's a national security? Well, it's Chinese, and we our tensions are high with the Chinese, with the Republic of China right now. It's a way for them to. This is the part I think. I don't know if this is anywhere, but this is how I look at it. It's not that they're gathering information on American citizens. I believe it's the influence of American citizens that I believe that they that they believe it is. Because see, that's what Chad said. U.S. government. Kate said U.S. government pretends to care about them having our data. I don't think it's a data thing, because if it was data, they would ban all these other websites like Shein and Temu and that you're actually putting your data in. TikTok, you're not really putting your data in. But I do believe that it's one of them things where I personally believe this is where I really was going. This is where I really was talking about with the conspiracy. I personally believe that there is something going on that they're not saying anything about.
There's always something going on that they're not saying.
Right. And I think and because they're not gathering data using TikTok. But the influence is real on TikTok.
Mm-hmm.
You know, it can influence an entire generation. It is a lot of power for a foreign country to have over us. So I get it. I definitely, I'm not gonna say this. Let me say it like this. I get both sides, but I do agree more with the side of let it be, because of all the people that have jobs on there and content creation.
Yeah, they made a living off of that.
Right. And I'll get to a story a little bit where I heard one of them. I'm sorry, Flight. Go ahead.
I would say, I mean, a lot of businesses are growing because of the influence that these creators have.
Musicians, artists.
Musicians are popping up, actors, comedians, like entrepreneurs. It's a lot of things, a lot of good that's coming out of a lot of TikTok, which goes to the whole power, control, and money and everything. I mean, that money feeds back into the economy. So, I mean, I think they should just let it be. But I don't know.
Yeah, but like I said, that's me speaking on me not knowing. I'm not in those war rooms. I'm not in those meetings and stuff that's happening. I did watch most. I'm not gonna say a lot of the congressional hearing between the CEO of TikTok and Congress. But I feel like, and what I would like to know is what happened that triggered this to go into effect, because something had to happen for them to start to get this ball rolling in motion. And that would be what I would like to know. I'm sorry. That'd be what I would like to know.
I feel like somebody accused TikTok of doing something.
And I want people to understand something too. TikTok is not the only one that was under fire. Mark Zuckerberg, Tim Cook, the guy that runs Google, I don't know his name. They all had to go before Congress. They all had to go before Congress because of different things. Apple just settled a lawsuit that they were when Siri was accidentally turned on, Siri was listening. That just turned out to be a $95 million lawsuit. So if you want your money from that, they're giving out $20 per device between the years of 2013 and something. I have to look it up, but yes, that was a real lawsuit that got settled within this since we've been out. Since we've been from week to week, so from Tuesday to Tuesday, it got settled. Okay, so it ain't just TikTok. Yeah, they're looking to ban TikTok, but they're looking at all these social medias as well. And I think it's more with Facebook and all them is people killing themselves, committing crimes and stuff like that on these stuff. Elon Musk purchased Twitter, turned it to X. Yes, Elon. I see Mama just put Elon definitely wants TikTok now. I also saw that Kevin O'Leary from Shark Tank wants TikTok as well. I even saw Mr. Beast come out today and say, "Fine, let me get TikTok then." Which if Mr. Beast gets TikTok, that's wild.
Yeah.
But that now everybody wants to come at the final hour, but of course TikTok doesn't want to sell.
Right.
So it seems like come January 19th is going to be go. I mean, but I kind of with the Chinese government on this. If it's something I made all this money, I don't want to sell it.
Right.
I don't want to sell it. So I'm a little torn on here.
Yeah, it's your idea. Like, that's
right. And TikTok replaced Vine.
Yeah. I ain't gonna do it. That was a great time. What a time.
I wasn't really big on the Vine because I didn't really, it was fun to look at, but I wasn't social media like that at the time.
social medium.
I turned it into a verb. Um, but like you said, all the content creators that are on there, the viral videos that people have. I was watching one guy, and it was really interesting to listen to him. His page is I Game You Watch.
I think I come across that page.
He the one that be cussing, bald dude.
Mm-hmm.
People like, man, this game got 60 seconds to impress me. I'm moving on to the next game of choice. I don't know if you ever watched them kind of videos.
I've seen it.
Man, he'll play the game for 60 minutes and he'll like, okay, good stuff. This game is good. I might give it another try. Or no, this game is great. I've been watching him for a good little bit, maybe about a little bit over a year. And he posted a video the other day, and he was basically saying how TikTok's getting ready to shut down, and how basically he used to work at Xfinity. And I'm sorry for being a little long-winded, but he said he was working at Xfinity. He hated his job, and he got fired for Xfinity, and then he just basically took a leap of faith. He said he was doing 18 to 20 hours a day of gaming and editing content. He said in 4 months, his life completely changed on TikTok. He started posting stuff, getting brand deals, and one of those brand deals was Xfinity.
That's wow. That's wow.
He said he went to Walmart. He said it feels good to go to Walmart and not have to look in your bank account to see what you can and cannot get. He said I make tens of thousands of dollars a month. And then he was like, well, I can't go back to doing a regular job because what I'm gonna put on my resume? What you been doing for money the last 4 years? Oh, I've been playing video games.
Right.
You know what I mean? So he can't go back to doing a regular job. So, basically he ended the video just basically saying like how it sucks, but what he's gonna do, he's gonna grind again. So I don't know. I'm sure when you kind of get to where he is, you normally have stuff set up on YouTube and all these other sites. It's just that this is
you built a community. So like,
right.
Especially for that, he built a community that's strictly on TikTok. I will say it is different because like you can kind of see if you've been in different streams on different platforms long enough, you can kind of see that community is different. Like a Twitch community is different than a YouTube community. YouTube community is definitely different than a Twitch community. I mean, Instagram community is different than Twitter. General Twitter is different than Black Twitter. Like, you know what I'm saying? There's different communities that he'll have to grind again. But the beautiful thing about him having a community already is that you're going to have those ones that are definitely deeply rooted into yours that you'll be able to bring with you wherever you go. So that way you'll always have like a good base. So
and that's a good thing to have a base. It's not you don't have to start off with 0 subscribers. You're starting off with a couple hundred, a couple thousand, whatever the case may be. I don't know what his follower count is, but but just stories like that. I'm sure that's the only one I watched. But I'm sure there's other people. A lot of couples do couple things on there. Couple content on there, and it just sucks.
It's good for the people that it's good. Well, not good for the people. It's good if some of these people that predominantly were on TikTok put their content on like an Instagram, because that way at least they can still got it, because a lot of people have that following on Instagram as well, if that makes sense. Right. But from what I understand is that TikTok pay out way more than IG does. So I see why. Once I saw the numbers, it's like, I see why people are very, very upset. Because I mean, people like me, I ain't seeing that. So I don't like, it is what it is. It's just another app that's gone. But I could definitely see why after seeing what some of these people were bringing in.
Yeah. So next time we come back, y'all, we might not have a TikTok to be posting to no more.
Just
like for us,
YouTube.
I think for us, our biggest platform is YouTube. Mm-hmm. That's where we have 1,000 subscribers. But our most viral video was on TikTok.
Yeah.
So if it is the end of TikTok, we will miss TikTok, and TikTok is one app you can get on. You just go down the rabbit hole. You just scrolling for 3 hours. So, shout out to TikTok, man. If it's the end, shout out to TikTok for all the memories and funny videos that y'all given us over the years. And that's that. I'm gonna miss it. We might have y'all come back next Tuesday. We might have a funeral for TikTok.
At least you know why I died.
We might. We know Congress, Supreme Court. Moving on to our last story of the day.
Oh man.
Moving on to our last story of the day. Deion Sanders. We're gonna do a little sports here, guys. Deion, because this to me is not really a sports conversation, and I'm gonna explain why in a little bit. But Deion Sanders is been rumored to have been looking at going to the NFL. So to catch people up, we just concluded on the final regular season week of the NFL, and we we're now into week 2 of the NFL playoffs, and every Monday after the completion of the NFL season, they like to call it Black Monday, and Black Monday is basically Black Monday is a day where people. Where teams fire coaches and stuff, GMs and everybody. This is if you survive Black Monday, 9 times out of 10 you are all right. And there was a lot of openings come up. The Jets have an opening, the Saints have an opening, the Bears have an opening. Who else fired their coach? The Patriots have an opening, and some other teams. But
you said the Cowboys?
Well, that not on Black Monday wasn't the Cowboys.
Oh, that was because they just let them go.
The Cowboys was yesterday.
Was it yesterday? I thought it was today.
It was yesterday.
But yeah.
So like Flight said, so of course, yesterday comes about, and the Dallas Cowboys released Mike McCarthy, who was the head coach of the Dallas Cowboys, and now it was reported that Deion Sanders was talking to Jerry Jones about potentially leaving Colorado and going to the NFL, the National Football League. A little bit more backstory for those who don't know. His sons Shador and his son Shiloh are both entering this year's NFL draft, where Shador is projected to be a first round pick, and Shiloh, I don't know his draft grade, but I don't think it's anything remarkable.
Spectacular.
Yeah. So with that being said, what do you think about Deion going to the National Football League?
I think he just want to coach his son. Because I mean, obviously they didn't go get Shador. But if it's a possibility that Shador could come to them, I can see Deion Sanders coaching the Cowboys. But I think I've also heard him with the Giants and the Raiders. Those are the 2 teams that Shador is predicted to go to, right?
If he's a top 5 pick.
If he's a top 5 pick, yeah. So I seen that too. I don't know though. I think all of that talk about you staying at Colorado, that's where you're gonna be at, and how you want to turn the program around and how you've turned the program around already. Like it's I think it kind of sets him up for failure. How can I put this? I think Deion Sanders is a hard person to see just fail. Like he's always going to end up turning the situation around. He just has that. That's just been his life for what it seems like. But I just feel like this is the best way to compare it to is like the Lakers situation. It's kind of set up for you to fail, if that makes sense. If it was any other team, I feel like it'd be different. With the Cowboys, I think it's kind of set up for him to fail.
Well, I looked at this a little differently, and I looked at this situation a little differently. For me, it kind of really rubbed me the wrong way that Coach Prime is even considered going to the NFL. And because I've heard you say numerous of times how the NFL is not where you want to be, because those are already grown men, and how your ministry is to coach young men and get them onto the right path. And the first opportunity you get to go to the National Football League, you're considering it?
Considering it, yeah.
And so I was talking to a family member today, and we always talking sports, and he was like, he was like, but man, look what he did at Colorado. He turned that around. I said, well, he said, well, look what they were before they got him. I said, well, he picked a school that had one win. All you had to do is he brought 2 5-stars with him. Of course they're going to win more games.
Right.
You know what I mean? Like I guess okay. So I'm gonna look at this from 2 different perspectives. From a personal perspective, which is what I'm speaking on now, and then from a football perspective. From a personal perspective, to me, this is where I have a problem, especially someone like Deion. And I want to make sure I make this very clear. I'm gonna be like Stephen A. Deion, you are remarkable. You are a Hall of Fame. You are one of the greatest football players to ever grace the football field. You are the greatest cornerback. Deion is awesome. Deion is amazing. I think he's definitely one of my favorite people to watch on television. His aura, his energy is unmatched. And yes, the Dallas Cowboys would be so happy to have him.
Mm-hmm.
But the issue that I have is that you've taken all this time to say you would never go to the NFL and that you're jumping at the first opportunity that you have to go. And you're going to take that first opportunity. Okay? And I'm okay with you wanting to go to the NFL if you left that door open. So, Deion, what you think about coaching the NFL? Well, right now in college, I'm very, very happy doing what I am doing with these young men. But, if an opportunity presents itself later down the road, I will. It's something that I will look at.
Right.
Right now, I'm trying to win a championship here at Colorado. If you'd have said something like that,
then it wouldn't not hurt, but it wouldn't seem as bad, right?
Right. But that's not what you said. My ministry. When you start using words like my ministry and stuff like that, like, come on now.
You start preaching, basically.
You start, what I'm saying? Like, you start preaching and all that. And like I said, I would feel like if I was a recruit, if I was that 5-star or 4, was it
the quarterback?
That quarterback,
mm-hmm.
and I hear him
potentially leaving,
taking jobs
because of you. That's another thing. Like, yeah.
And Deion was so great for the college football sport. Deion was so great for the University of Colorado. Man, them boys won 4 games their first year. And what they win this year? 8, 7, 8, 8?
8, I think.
7, 8. And they won 8. So he's won 12 games in 2 years. That averages out to 6 games per season. So that's average. You know what I mean? And so now let's transition this into a football standpoint. Now, the one thing I would say about Deion Sanders is very good.
They won 9, my bad.
They won 9 this year, so they won 13 games in 2 years. So what I like about Deion is that, excuse me. The thing with Deion is that he knows how to hire people and put the right people in position. What did he do for his D-line? He went and got Warren Sapp.
Mm-hmm.
And all his coaching is great. I don't know everybody that's on the staff, but all the coaches are great. He knows how to put good people around him. I personally want to see what he does without Shador.
Same.
And Travis.
Yeah. Because that'll solidify him as a good coach. Correct.
So these guys in Colorado are not going to be as good next year? So you're trying to jump ship?
Yeah.
I don't see Deion is not like a pure coach. Let me not say that like that. Because coaches, there are different types of coaches. You have motivators, you have tacticians, you have all-arounds. They can do it all. Deion is a motivator, whereas Nick Saban was a tactician. Bill Belichick is a tactician. Bill Belichick says, if we're going to go play a team and they're wearing white jerseys, we're going to wear white gloves so you can't see us pulling on their jerseys.
Yeah.
That's the kind of thinking that those kind of coaches are doing. I'm not saying Deion, because Deion played at a high level. Deion understands the game at a high level. But if one thing you notice are all great players, and this is in basketball too, great players do not make great coaches. Didn't Magic try to coach?
Yep.
Great.
He tried to do a lot of things. Coach, GM.
Right.
Yeah.
Magic It was not, excuse me, not matter. But great players do not make great coaches because it was so easy for them. And now they wonder why you can't do
what
they
they
did.
Yeah.
Well, they don't have the God-given gift that you have.
Right.
So the fact that Deion was even able to do what he was able to do says a lot. But what did he do? That's why that's what it's like. What? So now bring me to my last point. Does he even deserve?
I don't think
NFL job?
I don't think he's done anything to deserve an NFL job because, like you said, like okay, yeah, you went to Jackson State and you dominated at Jackson State. Now you go to Colorado and you turn the program around, but you also brought 2 5-stars with you. It's not like you left Shador and Travis at Jackson State and you played with the cards that you were dealt. No.
And then your name brought in extra
people,
like 4 or 5. I don't know how many people. It
brought in some
talent.
quality players, right? Like obviously better players than Colorado's had before. So you're doing all of that with all of these tools. Now that majority of these tools leave, you may have some that are still returning that followed you, and then you also go and get a 4-star, 5-star quarterback. What are you going to be able to do with that batch now that your son is gone? Now that Travis Hunter is gone. Those were the 2 main pillars you had for your squad. When they're gone, how good are you going to be able to coach, and can you still lead Colorado to that same type of season or better? And if you could do that, then I feel like the names should start to circulate. I mean, I feel like you got to do it a couple more times, but the fact that you are able to do that in such a quick manner, then I feel like, okay, now we can start mentioning him for real about coaching up here. Because we can see he can actually coach.
Right. And that's a really good point. And like I said, having another year, because you always had your son who is an elite quarterback.
Right.
And you have, this is where sports and the politics of sports come into play for me. Is that the older I get, the more I really understand now what people be saying, because stuff don't make sense to me. And I look at like different situations, like, for all my people that's out there that's keeping up with the sports, Brock Purdy's NFL contract is coming up. And he was a 7th round pick. And they're like, he had this was his bad season. He didn't make the playoffs. And everybody's like, oh, is he worth if he's worth $60 million? Well, hold on. Well, he's not good when he doesn't have all his people around. Well, hold on. Okay, let me see. Y'all gave money to Dak Prescott. Y'all gave money to Jordan Love. Y'all gave money to Jalen Hurts. Y'all gave money to Trevor Lawrence. Y'all gave money to Baker Mayfield. I gave money to all these people who are nothing without their star players.
Right.
But I say that to build up my bigger point, which is the politics of it. It's because he's a 7th round pick. I was at the Texas game, people, when we played the Los Angeles Chargers last week. Who did the Chargers keep trying to throw the ball to? Number 1. For those who don't know who number 1 is, that is Quentin Johnston from TCU. He has been horrible as a pro, but they keep feeding him. Why? Because he was a first round pick. Yep. You have such a long leash. You know what I mean? But Brock Purdy has a few bad games. And
after having playoff seasons, after coming in and leading team to the Super Bowl, championship.
When he stepped off the field in the Super Bowl, his team had the lead.
Yep.
When he stepped off the field, when they was down 3 touchdowns against the Detroit Lions in the NFC Championship game, he pulled them out. I'd be watching these sports shows because I'm older now, so I look at things with a different perspective now. Like, this is mind blowing to me.
But you know what it is about sports, though, and with just a lot of things, but really in sports, is all about what have you done for me lately. All that stuff that you did back then, that's cool and all. I'm not saying that I agree with it. I'm saying that's how a lot of
You're
them,
right.
That's how a lot of them act.
You're right. You're absolutely right. But not for the quarterback position. It's the quarterback position. One position is, what will you do for me?
True. True.
So you are absolutely right when it comes to almost every other position in the sport. But quarterback is that one where they don't really pay you off of where you've been. They pay you for where you're going.
Got you.
But they also play with that. They pay for people. Jordan Love had one good year.
Yeah.
Gets the bag.
Mm-hmm.
That boy sucked the other night.
Yeah, he was terrible.
Pause.
He was terrible.
One good season. He has not been good all year. One good season, he got paid. Brock can at least say he gave me 2 or 3. And had he not messed up his elbow in that first season, they would have beat the Eagles and went to the Super Bowl.
All right, let me ask you this since we're talking about it. Is Sam Darnold getting the bag next year?
It's kind of a similar situation, but the thing with Sam is one of the people that he only had one. So I do think Sam will get paid. Now, Sam is somebody that I say deserves the deal that they're trying to give to Purdy. So Sam is going to get about $35, $40 million, when the market is at 65.
Mm-hmm.
The market is 65. So
Right.
he's getting half of market value, which is still a good, but half market value. Where I think Purdy should be in the 55, 60 range. I think Sam will get that. I think Sam played well enough, but also Sam had 2 bad games in a row.
Back to back.
The 2 biggest games that they needed him to be
great.
Who he was all year.
Yeah.
So a lot of teams are gonna look at that and be like,
That's why, and that's what I say that.
I don't know. I honestly don't know what's gonna happen with Sam Darnold. I think
there's
a possibility he's on another 1-year deal.
Yeah, because I mean that was great all season, but when it came to what you needed, you laid an egg both times.
And it wasn't just him. I mean,
it's a whole team thing, but he didn't really play up to par like he had been all season.
What they say was that Dan Orlovsky that said it? I think on First Take. Is it him or somebody else? Somebody on sports shows. They say as a quarterback, when we win,
it's a great job.
It's we, but when we lose, it's me. That's the mentality you gotta have as a quarterback. When we win, it's we. When we lose, it's me. And it sucks, it sucks. I mean, just like a lot of these coaches that got fired. How do you expect people to turn the program around in 1 year with no quarterback?
Yeah.
Like that's why I say the politics of it all, which really which a lot of positions opened up for Deion Sanders. Like if Deion Sanders goes to the NFL, doesn't have a quarterback. People talk about D'Amico Ryans and how good of a coach he is. I mean, he got lucky. He got CJ. Had he had Davis Mills, he'd have been just like the other niggas that we hired, Cully and Lovey. The defense would have been better, even though Lovey's defense wasn't bad. But quarterback changes everything.
Yeah.
Absolutely. It just changes everything. What is Belichick without Brady?
Yeah.
Every great coach has a great quarterback.
Yeah, very true.
You know what I mean? And a great quarterback is covers up so much. And that's why, like, why don't you give people a chance like the Antonio Pierce and the Raiders? Why did y'all fire him? Let him go draft the quarterback.
So I'm saying, man.
Gardner Minshew.
And the year before he had Garoppolo, right? That was hurt.
Right. No, he didn't have Jimmy G. He had McConnell. Maybe he did have
Jimmy G got hurt, didn't he? Which led to McConnell.
But Antonio Pierce.
Yeah.
Was Jimmy G there last year? If Jimmy G was there last year, then yeah, you're right. But I don't remember him being on the roster.
Hold on. I only remember that because of what's it called? Receivers. But I think that was when Antonio Pierce came in late.
Yeah, you're right. Yeah.
So, yeah.
Yeah, you're absolutely right. Because this was his first year by himself.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, you're right. You're right. But yeah, it's just a grimy business, and and that's why I always respect Deion, because the NFL is not for everybody. It's especially as a coach. It's different when everybody in that locker room dang near makes more than you do.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like you have to be like, that's why I respect the Tomlinsons.
Yeah.
And the Andy Reeds and the D'Amicos, so like it just takes a very special person to be able to handle a locker room full of grown men. Now, I'm not saying Deion couldn't do it, but in the NFL, it's a very wins-oriented business. And now you're talking about one of the most popular, polarizing coaches going to one of the most popular, well, not the most, one of the most polarizing and popular sports franchise in the entire world. The Cowboys are worth $11 billion. They're the most recognizable logo in the world.
Mm-hmm.
No matter where you go in the world, if you see a star, if I wear my Texas hat, they're gonna be like, "Oh, you like Bulls? Oh, you like Bulls, huh?" But if I wear a Cowboys hat,
Yeah, they already know.
Dallas Cowboy, oh, you're from America. Like
Yeah.
they're like, it's just the most
Why is that why is it the accent of choice?
I don't know. It's somebody that's not here. Cowboys, LA, the Lakers,
Mm-hmm.
the Yankees,
The Celtics,
the Celtics, the Dodgers.
the Yankees.
I said Yankees.
Oh,
That's probably it.
here, yeah.
In
Maybe
America.
and maybe you could throw in both Chicago teams, like the Cubs and the Bulls. The Cubs because they one of the oldest in the league, and the Bulls, Michael Jordan.
I think the Bulls. I don't know if the Bulls will be as, because you're Michael Jordan, but that was only a period of time.
The Warriors.
I still think Golden State is a period of time. So if you go over there right now, I guess I'm looking at teams that was like, we're talking
about
like
for us
40, 50.
40. Oh yeah, okay,
world.
no, world.
I'm
Yeah,
talking about world recognizable.
If like that, then yeah.
That's what I'm talking about. Yeah, like the most popular logos.
I only say Chicago Bulls for sure, just because Jordan. That's it's not as long as like the Lakers and the Celtics and everything and the Yankees, and like, because those are historically known for sure because they've been there the longest. But as far as notoriety goes, I think the Bulls are up there because Michael Jordan was a global figure, and he
was a global figure in the 90s. And I think that's why I say he had a period of time.
Got you.
And now his logo is more bigger than the actual Chicago Bulls.
I see. I got you.
So now you take his Jordan logo, you put that logo with the one we're talking about, rather than, it's like, because have the Chicago Bulls been to the finals since then?
Nah,
they haven't been since '98.
Yeah, that was the last time.
Wow. Have they got close?
Yeah, with Derrick Rose. I mean, but there was like semis. Maybe.
Oh, that's when LeBron put them in clamps. Yeah,
they had to run through. They had to run through Miami.
Yeah, and then LeBron said, "Don't worry, I got him." Yeah, that was you ran to prime LeBron. LeBron literally held Derrick Rose on his own. Move, everybody get out the way.
LeBron ruined a lot of people's careers, just like Jordan, essentially.
Right.
Just like Jordan, like LeBron stopped a lot of people in that Eastern Conference from getting anywhere close.
But LeBron, he let too many people win too.
Hey, I mean, shit.
Yeah,
the East was his. The East was his.
Facts. He owned the entire conference.
Yeah, he owned the entire conference.
But no reason why him and Steph got the same amount of rings. I love Steph, but I wish he just had one more than everybody else. Like, I don't like somebody playing in the same league as you right now, and y'all got the same amount of championships.
Yeah.
You got to at least have one more.
Yeah.
One more. Because now y'all niggas is equals.
It's also part of a crazy time period for hoops.
Facts. That was an awesome time. I remember them days. That was an awesome time.
That was great.
But yeah, so let's see. We'll see what happens with Deion. I don't think. Last thought is I don't think. Well, yes, the Cowboys have not been to the Super Bowl. Roy said Bulls are up there, just like the Cowboys ain't been to the Super Bowl in over 25 years. You're absolutely right. But then it comes down to marketing. The Cowboys in their marketing is more global than the Bulls. I mean, the Cowboys, like I said, the Cowboys they're the richest franchise in the entire sports world. We're talking richer than Manchester. We're talking Barcelona. We're talking who else we talking overseas? All of them, dang near.
All of them.
But it is all of them. They number one.
Nah, yeah. It's
the most valuable franchise.
Yeah. It's I mean, shit, Golden State right behind them.
What is Golden State?
8.8 bill.
Golden State's number 2 most valuable franchise in the world?
Yeah, because they're the richest team in the world, or in the NBA, or most valuable, I should say.
I didn't know that.
It just recently happened.
That's why I said, because I used to look at this list pretty often. I didn't know that they were up there. I know like the top 10 is like a lot of football teams, huh? Or no?
Yeah.
I think the Broncos are up there. I think the Waltons bought the Broncos for $7 billion, I think.
Let me see.
Well,
this one is as of December 2024.
Yeah,
and
the Waltons.
There's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 of the top 10. 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. So wow. There's 12 NFL teams in the top 20. Denver is not on here.
They're not? For the richest?
Mm-hmm. Most valuable team. Yeah.
Well, I know, all right, so it's 10. So out of the 10, there's 6 football teams.
Out of the top 10, yeah, there's 6 football teams.
There's 6 football teams. There's how many basketball teams?
1, 2, 3.
So the other one must be a soccer team or baseball?
Baseball.
All right, so we got the Cowboys. We got the Warriors.
Mm-hmm.
I'm going to guess the Lakers are up there somewhere?
Yes, the Lakers are number 8.
Okay,
number 8.
Okay. I'm going to take another guess, Bob, and say Boston?
No.
I figured. I shouldn't have said that. I should have stuck with my first mind. Okay, I'm gonna try my luck in football right here. I'm gonna go with the Patriots.
Yep. At 6.
I'm gonna go with the Chiefs.
No.
Think big markets.
Mm-hmm.
I'm gonna go with
you not thinking big markets at all, because that's all it is.
It's only the big markets?
Every team on here is big market.
So the Texans?
No. Top 10. They top 20. Not top 10.
We used to be in the top 10.
Mm-hmm.
But of course, when the Golden State doing what they're doing. Roy said the Knicks.
Yeah.
Yankees.
Yep.
What
Knicks
numbers
is 5. Knicks is 5. Yankees 4.
So we have 1, 2. We're missing 3.
Yeah.
And we have
1, 2, 4, 5, 6, and 8.
Roy said 49ers.
49ers is number 10. 6.8 bill.
So they're at 10. I'm going to go with. You said big markets. I ain't no way Chicago up there.
Chicago top 20 though.
They are?
Mm-hmm.
I would have never guessed that. Cardinals.
Think on this. Think on who I think of the other most prominent team. Probably the second.
The Rams?
They number 3.
The Los Angeles Rams are the number 3 most valuable franchise?
7.6 billion.
Wow. Okay.
There's also another team. There's another team you ain't thinking about that's up there, but they lower than the Rams is the highest NFL team on here.
The Cowboys.
All right, my bad. Second. I forgot about the Cowboys.
Let me try to guess it. I don't want to take too long. Just trying to guess real quick. Man. They're all big cities, huh?
Yep. Technically. 1 or 2 of these are technically big cities because of their name.
Wait, they're big cities because of their name, or they
don't play there.
They don't play there. But they're big cities. The Raiders?
No. Raiders are number 11 though.
Wow. Well, I knew because they just moved, so that's why. Yeah, Roy. I just said the Raiders too. No, we said the Rams already. The Cowboys. No, we already got the Miami.
Nope. These teams was trash this year.
What region they in?
On the East. Literally, this state got every single one.
Oh, Washington.
No.
Dang it.
I literally said this state got all of them.
Oh, you did say that. This state got all. What has so what? Oh, the Giants and the Jets.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Giants 7.3 bill at 7. Jets is 9 at 6.9 bill.
That's the whole list, huh? Can you one more time for the people?
So at 10, there's still one more that you missed, and that's
I'm sorry.
10.
Okay. What sport?
Football.
Big City still again?
We literally just talked about them.
Who we just talked about?
We talk about contracts.
We talked about the 49ers. And what's the contract we talked about? We talked about the Raiders. We talked about who we talked about? Huh? Give me that one.
49ers.
Oh, what? We said 49ers.
No, we didn't. You just said it.
No. I said Roy. I said Roy said.
I didn't see Roy say 49ers. I didn't hear that.
I said Roy just said the 49ers.
Got you. Yeah.
Okay.
So they 10.
Okay.
But that's what I'm saying. Like
you told us that.
I did.
Yeah, you told they were 10. Yeah.
I thought I said the Raiders at 11. Okay.
Yeah, you said that too.
All right, so
yeah.
10 is the 49ers. 9 is the Jets. 8 is the Lakers. 7 is the Giants. 6 is the Patriots. 5 is the Knicks. 4 is the Yankees. 3 is the Rams. Once again, 7.6 bill. 2 is the Warriors at 8.8 bill. And number 1 is the Cowboys at 10.1 billion.
This is only American sports.
No, because Real Madrid is tied for 12 with the Philadelphia Eagles at 6.6
so
bill.
All those biggest sports are now American?
Manchester United is at 6.5 bill.
Wow.
And this is me looking at the teams over the waters. Like this soccer, they tied 12 is Real Madrid, most expensive soccer club. Yeah, it's Forbes. Man U is number 14, and then Barcelona is number 20. And then you don't see another. You see another football team, soccer, Liverpool at 27.
And you said the Texans was what?
18.
All right, that's about to jump up.
Which is the Texans are more expensive than the Boston Celtics now.
Yeah, I knew the Celtics was kind of. They're not as big as they're not as big in the world as far as value as they are in the sport of basketball. Like as far, and I know that's kind of obvious, but like in basketball, the Celtics are such a huge deal. Like the Celtics mean more in basketball than almost all these teams, the Rams and all them mean in football. But still, the value is still so low. So
I got you.
I know. I hope I didn't articulate that.
No, you said it right.
But that's interesting though. Well, that's good. But we'll see what happened with Deion Sanders. We'll see. We'll keep y'all up to date on that too, because Deion Sanders has a decision to make. But I do think he's going to end up staying for at least one more season, because going to Dallas, he does not get to play with his sons. Because they're not getting rid of Dak, who they just paid $65 million to.
Yeah, at all.
Yeah. Appreciate it, Smitty. Appreciate it, man. Appreciate the birthday love. It ain't belated, man. Just I'll take it anyway. It's my birthday at least until Saturday. So, for those who don't know, Saturday, I think I feel confident in announcing this. I will be doing a watch party. I think Flight will be joining me for at least a little bit of it. We'll be doing a watch party for the Texans and Chiefs divisional round playoff game. I went and clipped the part where I said that the Texans was going to in the Chiefs three-peat. And oh, brother, don't I have a chance to be the most right I've ever been in my entire life. So it's going to be an interesting, fun game. The last time we played the Chiefs, I did a watch party. That's when Tank broke his leg. So that was my last watch party too. Yeah. Yeah. So Tank broke his leg. And so
redemption for Tank.
Huh?
It's gonna be the redemption for Tank game.
Yeah, redemption for Tank. But yes, I'll be. Please come watch the game with me. I'm gonna be wired up. It's the playoffs. I might have to go find me some smoke, some fireworks or something. I'm gonna have to set it off. It's gonna. If I'm streaming, I'm about to be off the chain for the playoffs game. I'm about to be over the top. Yeah, so I'm excited for that. So make sure y'all come back. I'll say the game starts at 3:30. So I'm gonna try to get on live about 3, but I'll have an exact time for y'all once I start. But most likely 3 o'clock we'll be getting started with that live stream, and we'll go all the way until the conclusion of the game. But making sure y'all just like and subscribe to everything that y'all see on the channel. Hit the bell icon to make sure y'all know don't miss anything when we go live. Follow us, all of our social medias right here. You can scan the QR code right here. Hit the link tree.
You look down here.
Oh,
go to Twitter.
Let me move that.
You know what I'm saying? Yeah, you go to Twitter right here. Don't Cancel Live on Twitter. Obviously, you see over there below my brother Rail. The YouTube, and obviously over there you can go ahead and scan that to go and take you straight to the page. So
yes. So yeah, we're trying to make it easier for people to follow us. Make sure y'all come back next Tuesday for the TikTok funeral. Because that's it's gonna be a very sad episode. I might have to wear all black and some sunglasses.
But don't worry, Real knows why it died. So
I do know. Well,
we ain't gotta worry about that too much.
I'll try to build an obituary. Sunrise, sunset. I didn't find out when TikTok was made, but I can get the sunrise and sunset, so I can get that. But, nonetheless, man, we will hope that y'all have an awesome Tuesday night, man. We'll be back next week on the Don't Cancel Me channel. I am your boy Peachy Perfect.
I'm Vino Flight.
And this is the Don't Cancel Me podcast, and we'll see y'all next week. Peace.
Peace.
Yeah. Hell yeah. I got a family to feed, so I can't be lazy. I gotta smoke a little weed, so I don't go crazy. See, they been hating on the G, but that can't faze me, nigga. Can't let nobody fuck with me, that's how they raise me, nigga. See,